Hello Driving Intelligence community. This is the second time I've started this video. I put some of the video elements together and I realized that what I was doing wasn't really going to work out. You can see the marks I put on here trying to show how much dust I've got on this car. It's been sitting up on the lift. First time I've had it down this week in probably a year. I got the front wheels back on after doing all that suspension work. 1985 Mustang SVO. And my focus is to put the battery tray back in. Now, unfortunately, Ford didn't use the best materials when they did this, so the bolt broke. I had to drill it out, re-tap it, and I'm gonna get the new, or not a new, but I'll get the old battery box back in, but I wanna also clean all this up and paint it, so I gotta get it out of here so I can wash it, and then I'll let it dry out and put some proper paint on here to prevent things like this rust. Here's the original battery box in absolutely perfect condition, just a little dirty. You can see how it bolts to the side of the vehicle. And it's got two posts on the bottom. Now Ford set up this funky way of preventing any kind of vibration or shock to the battery. This is supposed to have some kind of bushing in there to kind of allow it to absorb the vibration. My plan is to cut a strip of rubber that goes underneath these feet so that it has that kind of shock protection instead of having whatever that ridiculous design was. Here you can see the C-clip that holds it down. I'm gonna actually screw it down after I put that rubber strip for vibration protection and then get the battery back in it. I matched that spring clip with the proper size screw or bolt, 1/4 by 20, 2 inches long, so it reaches through here and gets to the spring clip. And I've got some appropriately sized washers to hold it down into over that big opening. With the area painted and protected from further corrosion, now I want to move on to the shock protection. My solution to shock protection is actually using bunk board material. I have a boat trailer and I had this left over. It was actually already cut to the right size. I've doubled it up and I'm going to lay this down in this little channel here where it bolts down. And this is where the normal shock protection would be. But I'm going to have both posts on the battery box sitting on here, preventing any kind of shock to the battery. And since this is suitable for submergence, I think we're going to be in good shape putting this underneath the battery box. The two strips of bunk board material are underneath here now, and I can install the battery box on top of this. Battery tray is installed, and I just want to point out one thing before I finish up. Make sure you use anti-seize lubricant. Now, I'm going to link this in the description below. But I wanted to make sure that none of these seized up again. Battery is a corrosive environment. This is the one that snapped off. I had to drill it out and re-tap it. I'm going to tighten these things up with a nice big washer to spread the load, and then I can reinstall the battery. Battery's installed, and of course the driving intelligence project wouldn't be done without a little bit of bling. That battery hold down clamp was corroded. I cleaned it up, painted it red, and now all I've got to do is reinstall the battery cables and she's good to go. Hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, please give me that thumbs up, and I'll see you next time on Driving Intelligence.